Hello, my artist friends. Welcome to Imagination Draw Along. I'm Aunt Dewey. Thank you for drawing with me today. Today, I want to build a castle with a moat and a drawbridge. So let's visualize your paper. Today, we're going to draw a huge castle made from brick with a big tower in the middle and a drawbridge in the front and a moat around it. A moat is like a river around the castle that protects it. I'm going to use some gray for the bricks and blue for the water, but as always, you get to decide how this castle looks. And if you don't have anything to draw with, just use your imagination and imagine along with us for today. The first thing I want to draw is the big middle tower. I'm going to leave some room at the bottom of my paper so that later I can build a drawbridge. So I'm going to build a big, tall rectangle to be the main part of my castle. And it's reaching up towards the sky of my paper. At the top of this rectangle or this middle tower, I'm drawing a pattern that looks like it goes brick, no brick, brick, no brick. So the tippy top of my castle almost looks like the teeth on a jack-o'-lantern. And this is the roof where the king and the queen can peek out and look at the stars at night. The rest of my main castle area in the middle here will be gray with some windows and a giant arched front door. So by arched, I mean it's kind of a rectangle, but it's round at the top of the door. See, my door has to be big enough to let horses in for the king and a Rolls Royce in for the queen. I want to make the castle look like it's made of bricks, so I'm drawing some lines horizontally across it. So that means side to side. And then I'm going to draw some lines that go up and down. So it's kind of like a grid of smaller rectangles. And this makes my castle look like it's made of bricks. And my bricks are kind of uneven. And they're all different sizes. And I really like that. It makes my castle feel unique. My picture doesn't show the inside of the castle, but I know that this is where the king and the queen host great big dinners. And this is where the ballroom is. Kings and queens seem to love hosting balls and big dinners. I love big dinner too. I want to focus on some details of my big doorway. I left my door open. It's okay if yours is closed. Either way, we get to draw a drawbridge. A drawbridge is just a bridge that leads to the castle. And they can either close the bridge or draw it up to say, "No visitors, please." Or they can leave it down to say, "Come on in. We're hosting a ball and a huge dinner." So I'm going to leave my drawbridge down, and I'm going to draw some lines from the castle towards the bottom of my paper to show that my drawbridge is open. And my drawbridge is brown because it's made of wood. But your castle might be more colorful, or Your imagination might be telling you that your castle is made out of different materials. Or if you're sticking to only pencil, that is your artist's choice, and I hope you stand by it. I wonder what your bridge is over. Mine is going to be over water, so I'm going to draw next a stream of water around my castle. The stream of water around the castle is called a moat, as in starts with an M but rhymes with boat. Moat. Kings and queens used to use moats to protect themselves from thieves, because most thieves, I suppose, didn't know how to swim. So if they were going to rob the castle, they would be out of luck. So I'm going to draw my stream, but my imagination is also telling me a story about my castle. I know that the king and queen only ever got robbed because they didn't share. They had these big, huge dinners, and everyone else in the kingdom was hungry. So I think everyone else in the kingdom tried to get into the castle and take some food. I think that's really fun. This means that in my imagination, I have to make sure that my villagers know how to swim or learn how to swim so that they can survive and defeat the queen. You might have a very nice king and queen. I love that for your picture. But since my imagination just told me that my king and queen are evil, I'm going to draw an alligator in the water. I think that's kind of funny. So I'm drawing an alligator because the king and queen are trying to keep all of their cake for themselves, and they don't want the villagers to come in. And as I'm drawing a tiny green alligator in the water, I'm learning that my townspeople know how to swim because they learned, and they also learned how to fight alligators and win. Isn't it cool how sometimes when you're drawing a picture, you feel a story coming alive? I wonder what the story to your castle is. I hope your king and queen are nicer than mine, but if they're not, I bet your townspeople can defeat them. Now I have some room on the sides of my paper, so I'm going to draw a couple more towers. They'll be a little bit more narrow than my middle tower. By narrower, I mean skinnier. And they have the same pattern on the top that goes brick, no brick, brick, no brick. Because I kind of like how that pattern looks, and it makes my castle look very bricky. And I have a window in each tower. I can't see inside my castle, but I know that this tower is the queen's bedroom, and she hides all the cake in her closet. So this is where the villagers are going to go to make sure that they get a slice. And I'm doing the same trick to building my bricks. I'm drawing some lines across, horizontally, side to side. And then I'm drawing some bricks. I'm drawing some lines, up and down to make it look like I have lots of bricks. I'm coloring some of them. I'm only using one crayon for my bricks, but I'm coloring soft on some bricks and hard on other bricks. And it's kind of cool how I'm using the same color, but the bricks look really different based on how hard I'm pushing the crayon. And now I have a little bit of room in the corner of my paper, and I'm gonna draw a teeny tiny little me with a teeny tiny piece of cake, because me and the villagers broke into the castle. We defeated the alligator and learned how to swim, and we got a piece of cake. And we were able to do that because the king and queen were on their roof looking at the stars. And they've had so much cake today that they won't even notice that one slice is missing. As you're finishing up your paper, take as much time as you need, of course, but look around and decide if there's anything else that you would like to add to your paper. Any colors or details that you think will make it just right. And when you're all done, write your name at the bottom corner of your page, or your best first initial, or any scribble that reminds you that this is your paper and you are proud that you took the time to draw. In a moment, I'll give you some things your imagination can wonder about. First, I want to remind you, if you like Imagination Draw Along, tell a friend about it, so they can use their imagination and draw along too. Adults and caretakers, you can share the show too, and you can learn more about the show at imaginationdrawalong.com. You can submit artist artwork to be displayed on the site, or you can share what the artists in your home want to draw next. Check it out and learn how to support the show so we can keep it going. Artists, are your imaginations ready? Here are some things your imagination can be curious about until the next time we draw together. Do you think you would like living in a castle? If you were a king or a queen, would you be a good one who shared all the cake? Or would you be a bad one who ate it all without sharing? When you get to look at the stars in the sky, what do you think about? What's the story of your castle? Thank you for drawing with me today. I hope we draw together again soon.